Welcome back for another video. Hope you're all having a good Christmas and you finished Gameweek 18 with a green arrow, or if not in Gameweek 19. With the deadline just around the corner, in this video we're going to run through how the team set to line up and the transfer plans this week. Kicking off with a quick look at how the last Gameweek went then. 51 points all out, which was enough for a green arrow, up to 113k overall. Taking a green arrow into Christmas Day, which was top of the wish list to be fair. No clean sheets at the back this game week. Luton defeated Newcastle, Porro, Trent and Saliba also conceding. Got the Maguire replacement right though. The three players that were in contention were Conte, Trippier and Trent, an assist from Trent in the Arsenal match for Salah's goal. Palmer picked up his 5th yellow card of the season against Wolves in their 2-1 defeat. In my case it's actually a bit of a blessing, as I had a massive benching headache for Gameweek 19. Gameweek 18 was really the Solanke show, completely carried the team with exactly a third of my total Gameweek points, 17 points from him. Selling Haaland couldn't have played out much better so far. And if you were disappointed by his points getting voided the week before, then some reprieve with the hat-trick. The Watkins blank was somehow inevitable, as he was top of the goal scorer odds in their projections, classic FPL, and Villa's run of home wins coming to an end. Let's run through how the team looks for Gameweek 19 and the transfer plans. In goal, the Bravka's home to Nottingham Forest. Newcastle are joint top of the clean sheet odds this week with a 45% chance, but we do suspect this won't be an easy game, with Forest looking to bounce back from the defeat and in general hoping for a new manager bounce. The Bravka's fixtures turn unfavourably after next game week, a decision to make on potentially giving Turner a couple of starts or make a keeper transfer. It's pretty wild how the last couple of game weeks have played out. Originally, Areola was sold for the Bravka to allow me to keep Gordon and Mbeumo. In the end, Haaland and Mbeumo getting injured completely turned the FPL landscape on its head, and that keeper transfer wasn't necessary. That's the way it goes sometimes. On paper, it's a solid back three this week. It's Pedro, Porro, Trent and Saliba. Arsenal, the other team, joint top in the clean sheet odds, given a 45% chance home to West Ham. Again, this one's not going to be an easy game. West Ham are in pretty good form, and they sit 6th place heading into Gameweek 19, and visit the Emirates off the back of defeating Man United. West Ham have registered 25.9 expected goals this season. At the back of my head there was a tiny bit of doubt that Trent could get a game off at some point, but with Tsimikas' injury it looks much less likely now, as Gomez will probably be used in left back until Robertson's return. It's a standout fixture for him against Burnley, who are 2nd worst for expected goals this season, and they're 14th worst for expected goals conceded. It looks a crazy price, 8.3 mil for a defender, but no one in the league's matching him for points at the moment, let alone any midfielder or forward for 8.3 mil or less. When you shape the argument that way, plus the Haaland money lying around for a lot of us, he makes perfect sense. Pedro Porro completes the defence. This season, only Trippier has a higher expected goal involvement among all defenders, 5.3 XGI for Porro. He's away to Brighton, who have failed to score just once since the end of February, so it won't be an easy game, though Brighton will be without Mitoma, who's out for a month or so injured. In midfield, it's Saka, Salah, Son and Gordon. Again, when you compare Saka to Trent, Saka's 9 mil, but he's got no returns in his last 3 games. Given the fixtures though, he's a difficult sell at the moment, so he's a hold for now, and let's see how he does over the next 4. Bowen actually leapfrogged him last game week into the 3rd top scorer midfield after Salah and Son. Someone I really want to bring in for Son or Salah in a few game weeks time. Salah gets the armband this game week. Burnley have got just 2 clean sheets in 18 games played, and they're giving up a big chance every 37.5 minutes. Only Fulham, Luton and Sheffield United are giving up big chances at a high rate. Let's hope to bounce back from the captain blank of Watkins last game week and Salah the week before. Captaincy so crucial to really move up the ranks. Can't be counting on a Solanke hat-trick every week. So Son gets the vice captaincy. Brighton are the only team yet to keep a clean sheet all season, 31 goals conceded. They have been a bit unlucky not to have kept a single clean sheet though. 2 more games out of Son and Salah before it's time to look at selling. Gordon completes the midfield. Was deliberating benching him, or maybe Watkins or Palmer this week, but a decision has been made for me with Palmer suspended. Not feeling entirely confident about his minutes. He's surely due a rest, but Howe has persisted with starting him every match. It could depend on Joelinton and Isak's availability to provide some depth from the left wing. Barnes still not back for about another month or so. The front 3 is Alvarez, Solanke and Watkins. Reading comments, I seem to be in the minority here, but I've got a lot of faith in Alvarez to come good over the next 2. I know Everton away is no easy fixture. There was a big concern as well that Rodri might have suffered a serious injury in the Club World Cup and he was subbed off injured, but post-match he said, "I almost cried after the tackle, but I'm fine. I will be fine to play against Everton, no issues." He's absolutely pivotal for City. And going back to Alvarez, there's so many routes to points for him right now. He's on corners, he's on some set pieces, and he'll take penalties while Haaland's out, and his chances of a goal involvement are much higher in Haaland's absence. 2 goals and 1 assist for him in the Club World Cup final. Solanke's home to Fulham this game week. We discussed him and Bournemouth in the transfer tips video. From a defensive perspective, they look like an avoid at the moment, but from an offensive perspective, there's a lot to like about the next 5. Something that's worth keeping in mind when you look at the fixture difficulty ratings. They're a broad brush overview, and pretty much every team offers something different at each end of the pitch. Even someone like Arsenal, who are top of the Premier League table, incredible value in the defence, but the attack's not quite free flowing this season. So Watkins completes the 11 away to Man United, who've got 3 losses, a win and a draw from their last 5 games. Man United have conceded 76 chances through the centre this season, which ranks 2nd worst in the league, and exactly where Watkins will be popping up at times. Their 30.7 expected goals conceded also ranks 15th among all teams. It's only December, and Man United have deployed their 10th different centre-back partnership of the season last match. Onto the bench, which is Turner, Pinnock, Palmer and Tsimikas. The bench suddenly looking a bit light with Palmer suspended and Tsimikas injured. However, Pinnock's still a solid depth to tide over this game week. I can't afford more than one player to miss out from the starting 11 though. You could make the case for starting Pinnock over Pedro Porro or maybe Saliba, but decided to leave it as is. Pinnock's actually been a pretty poor transfer. He was brought in for Luton, Brighton and Sheffield United, and he didn't keep a clean sheet in any of those games. However, he was also brought in with a view to having some depth for December, in case of any surprises, which is exactly what's happened this week. So that takes us to transfer plans. The starting 11 looks great on paper this week, and Pinnock should be enough depth for the bench, so the plan this week is to roll the transfer. Looking further afield to Gameweek 20, the 2 free transfers will be crucial with Haaland's back. The plan there would be Salah to Bowen, and then a forward up to Haaland. It might actually have to be Solanke to Haaland, because selling Alvarez before Sheffield United is asking for trouble. There is also a chance that Haaland's not back till the new year, which would be an interesting position to be in. It could actually result in a goalkeeper transfer. 1.7 mil on the bank, so Rise on the cards as a Turner replacement, and that'd be an Arsenal double up. Let us know what your transfer plans are this week and who your captain is. Have a great Christmas everyone. There is going to be a Christmas Day upload tomorrow morning with the experts' data, and then I'll be signing off until the 26th when we'll be live for the deadline. Thanks for watching, see you soon for the next one.